In the heart of Rajasthan, nestled among the arid dunes and shadowed by towering sand dunes, stood an ancient haveli known as Maringar Ki Haveli. Its weathered walls whispered of a time long past, its windows were sealed shut, and its doors, once grand and inviting, creaked with an eerie screech when disturbed. The locals spoke of a curse, one that had plagued the family that once inhabited the grand mansion. Years ago, a powerful Rajput family had lived there, wealthy and prosperous. The patriarch, Raja Harshvardhan, was known for his cruelty and greed. He had accumulated riches, not by honor, but through deceit and dark dealings. Rumors spoke of him making pacts with otherworldly entities for wealth and power. However, his reign was marked by tragedy. His daughter, Princess Mira, fell in love with a common man, a poor poet named Vikram. Raja Harshvardhan forbade their union, but Mira and Vikram's love only grew stronger. One fateful night, under the glow of a crescent moon, they tried to escape, but were caught. In a fit of rage, the Raja ordered the poet's execution. But as Vikram's lifeless body was dumped into the desert, Mira, heartbroken and furious, sought the dark powers her father had once worshipped. She made a pact, willing to sacrifice her soul for vengeance. It is said that she returned to the Haveli that very night, a shadow of her former self, her eyes glowing with an unnatural fury. She slaughtered her father and his soldiers in a violent spree, the palace running with blood. When the villagers found the Haveli in the morning, there were no bodies, just whispers of an angry spirit roaming the grounds. From then on, the Haveli was abandoned. But those who dared venture close at night reported hearing the sound of soft weeping, followed by the heavy footsteps of a man, and a woman's eerie laughter. Some even claimed they could see a shadowy figure moving through the windows, a woman dressed in royal attire, her face covered in a veil, always standing by the balcony, waiting for someone to return. Decades later, a group of travelers, intrigued by the tales of the haunted Haveli, decided to spend a night inside. As night fell, the wind howled across the desert, carrying whispers that sounded almost like calls. They set up camp near the Haveli, their courage fueled by drink and bravado. As midnight approached, the bravado began to fade. One by one, they entered the Haveli, each step making the old wooden floors groan in protest. The air inside was thick with dust and the scent of decayed wood, but the silence felt almost unnatural. As they explored, they discovered a hidden door leading down into the basement, where a cold, stale air pressed against their skin. It was there, in the darkness, that they found strange symbols etched into the stone walls, symbols that resembled an ancient curse. Suddenly, the temperature dropped. One of the travelers screamed. The others turned to find him frozen, his face contorted in terror. His eyes were wide with fear, as if he had seen something no mortal should. Then, the door slammed shut. The group, now terrified, began to panic. The air grew heavier, suffocating them, and a voice echoed through the halls, a low whisper, barely audible, but undeniably chilling. "Vengeance is mine," it hissed. The travelers tried to escape, but the house seemed to shift around them. Hallways turned into endless mazes, and the very walls seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. As they ran, they could hear the sound of footsteps behind them, slow, deliberate, and echoing like a heartbeat. When the dawn finally broke, the Haveli was silent again. But the travelers were never seen again. Some say they joined the restless spirits that roamed the halls, trapped by the curse of Princess Mira, whose vengeance could never be quenched. And so, Maringar Ki Haveli stands, a monument to tragedy, haunted by the spirits of the past, and waiting for anyone foolish enough to disturb its eternal peace.